So thermal properties of matter, right? So in this particular topic, actually, we will be discussing the different types of ways actually the heat energy is getting transferred from one body to another body. So if you have actually one body here and there is one more body here, and if there is a temperature of TA for this body and there is a temperature of TB for this body, then if there is a temperature difference, obviously it is expected that there is a flow of heat from one location to another location. So if TA is greater than TB, then actually the transfer of heat happens from temperature, so first part to the second part, right? So this is expected, meaning here we need to understand if there is a, so if there is a difference of temperature, then there exists a flow of heat. Heat between the two bodies. So this actually we explained. So I explained actually earlier saying that actually the heat is the form of energy that is transferred from one location to another location by virtue of the temperature difference. So here actually there is a temperature difference, hence actually the heat is getting transferred from one location to another location till the temperature which is equal to both of these two bodies. So if TA is greater than TB, so the temperature of TA is going to be reduced, the temperature of TB is going to be increased, and then actually finally there will be one point, something called TC, which is always in between. TA is greater than, TC is greater than TB. So this is how it will be, meaning TC is actually in between somewhere, the point actually between, suppose this is at 100 degrees centigrade, this is at 20 degrees centigrade. So somewhere in between, let us say maybe for 50 degrees centigrade, actually both of these bodies will going to achieve. Here actually the temperature of this which was at 20 degrees centigrade is raised by an amount of 30 degrees. Similarly, the temperature of TA which is of 100 degrees, it is reduced by certain amount depending upon the amount of the difference between the two different bodies. So the amount of temperature difference does matter in this particular flow. This is one important aspect. And then actually how many different types of ways of this transfer of heat happens. So if you notice actually there were three different types of heat transfer that is going to happen. So one is there are modes of heat transfer. So there are three modes of heat transfer. The first mode is conduction. And the second one is convection. And the third one is the radiation. So there are three different types of transfer of heat that is going to happen. This actually we can even notice. Suppose actually if I take one iron rod and let us say this is a fire, and this fire actually let us say this is an iron rod. Now I am holding at this particular location and then actually I am trying to heat this iron rod. Then after some time, if you notice this iron part, so this is actually iron rod, right? So this iron rod actually is going to acquire the temperature throughout its body, and then actually we will feel the hotness at this particular location. So hotness for the hands we feel, and this actually we even regularly notice. Suppose actually let us say you are boiling the water on the stove. Now actually when we touch the vessel, then automatically you feel that actually there is a hotness, or actually you yourself will feel that actually so the heat is getting transferred to your body, because you are not touching the fire there, but you are just touching the vessel, but still actually you are feeling the hotness just because of the conduction in nature. So here actually, here if you notice from here to here, this iron body is built with many molecules, and all these molecules are actually interconnected to each other, and the heat is getting transferred from one molecule to another molecule, and from there to another molecule. Like this, actually the body is actually staying as it is. Every molecule is located at its own position. There is no movement of the molecules over there, but still the heat is getting transferred to the nearby molecule just because it is in touch with it. Got it? Right? So here actually, because the molecules are in touch with each other, hence actually the heat is getting transferred this way. And then actually finally, if you heat this body, then actually it will be felt at the other end also. So we are heating here. We feel heat here. At the other end. And this mode of transfer is called as the conduction. So if the transfer of heat energy is due to the direct contact to the adjacent molecule, then the mode of heat transfer is called as conduction, and this is meant by conduction, right? And then the second mode of transfer. So this actually everybody feels actually at house. Now the second mode of transfer is convection. In this particular case, if you notice, none of the molecules are moved. Just actually these molecules is in touch with the nearby molecule. Hence, actually the heat is getting transferred from one location to another location. And in the second case, actually in the case of convection, so the heat is getting transferred from one location to another location by virtue of the movement of the particles of the matter. So this actually, the best example actually, so when we put water on the stove, then actually here actually you are firing. Now what happens is, if you put the fire at the bottom of the vessel, the water molecules which are exactly at the bottom actually is getting heated first, and these particles actually will be moved upwards because the weight of the particle which was heated is going to be less. Hence actually this particle is moved up, and then actually the colder particles of the water actually will have higher heat. Hence actually it will be coming down. So the heated particles are going up and the cooler particles are coming down. Now this process actually will continue, and if you notice, the particles are moved from one location to another location. So all the particles are actually moving. So this is what actually we call that actually the boiling of water. You can notice. So boiling of water, if you notice, there is a continuous movement of the particles within the vessel, right? So the heat is getting transferred due to the movement of the particles which are heated. So there is a bulk movement of the matter here. So in this particular case, the matter is not moved from that location. Suppose if you heat this particle is staying here itself, but the heat is getting transferred without moving that particle. But here, the particle which was heated at the bottom is getting transferred to the top location. And whichever is cooler is coming down, and it is again heated and it is going upwards. So like this, actually, there is a movement of the particles, and this way of transfer of the heat. So the particle which was heated here and carrying that heat, and then it will going to the top. So the heat is getting carried out by the particles itself, and that mode of transfer of heat is called as the convection. So there is a bulk movement of the matter is involved. There is one more example. Suppose actually if you take AC in our house, right? So the AC actually, it cools down all the particles of the air, and then actually it will try to blow the air on our body. So that is, the cooled air is getting thrown onto the body, hence actually we are feeling the coldness there, right? Similarly, hot heaters. So heaters actually, so they heat the air nearby, and then actually it will try to throw that air on our body, hence actually in the winter seasons, right, we do feel actually hotness by ourselves placing at the heaters, right?